Oh yeah. Hello and welcome to Coffee with Kat. I'm Kat, this is Coffee, and today I'm gonna talk about my body modifications, my tattoos and piercings. I get a lot of comments like, hey Kat, show us your tattoos, or hey Kat, what do your tattoos mean? So let's start at the beginning. When I was 17, and all I had was my ears pierced. I got my ears pierced when I was like 6 years old or so at a department store, I think it was a JCPenney's, with one of those ear piercing gun things. By the way, those piercing gun things are terrible. Never ever get anything pierced with them. Even if you're just getting your ears pierced. Go to a certified piercing parlor and get it done right. Anyways, so I'm 17 and I want more piercings. Specifically my nose and my eyebrow and my lip and my belly button and my tongue, and I'm just in the stage where I want all the piercings. Maybe not all at once, but like I want metal all up in here. I'm not quite sure how it works in other states and countries, but here in California, if you are under the age of 18, you can still get piercings, but you need parental consent. And my mother would not give her consent. Like, I am 17 and a half, okay? I am practically an adult, and she won't even let me get my belly button pierced. Like, wait until you're 18, she says. Except she says it more like just the idea of me getting a belly button piercing like gives her anxiety and she's about to have a meltdown like, Kathleen, just wait until you're 18. Which is kind of ridiculous because it's not like she's really conservative or anything. Like, she has tattoos herself. She gets new tattoos all the time in her 30s and 40s, but I can't get my belly button pierced. It is so unfair. Kathleen, just wait until you're 18 and then you can go yourself and get a new tattoo and piercing every week if you want. Remember that quote, okay? It's gonna come into play later. So whatever, okay? Fine, Mom, I'll wait. But then, I find out that my mom took my younger sister, she's a year and a half younger than me, to go get her belly button pierced. I'm older and I can't have mine done, but because Karina's friends were getting theirs done, she had to get hers too or else she'd be left out of the group. Excuse me. And my mother knew that this was unfair. Like, she told my sister not to tell me. I wasn't supposed to find this out. But it's like August and she's wearing a swimsuit and I see it. I see the belly button piercing and I'm just like... So because my sister got permission to get a piercing, I get permission for one piercing. And I'm turning 18 in like a couple months anyways, so it's not even like that much of a privilege at this point. So I got my nose pierced, and it's one of the few piercings that I do still have. I've had to retire a lot of them over the years, but I still have my nose piercing. It's not super noticeable, but I like it. It makes me feel cool, and it sustained me until my 18th birthday. And then it was go time. Remember what my mom said about waiting until I was 18 and then I could get a new piercing or tattoo every single week if I wanted to? Challenge accepted. So first up, the week I turned 18, I went and got my first tattoo, and it was this star on my wrist. One of my best friends at the time had also just turned 18, so we both went to get our first tattoos. It's a very simple star outline. It only took like 5 minutes and it was over before I even like registered that it was kind of hurting. Then came all the piercings. Second week of being 18, I went and got my belly button pierced, and I do still have that one as well, but I'm not gonna show it to you on the internet because that's a little bit awkward. Third week of being 18, I went and got an anti-eyebrow piercing. It was right here. I don't have it anymore, but it was right here. I wanted something different and I saw it online, so I brought it to my tattoo piercing guy and he was like, I've only ever done one of these before, and I was like, Great, me next. This was probably the one that my mom hated the most. Like, she almost had a meltdown when she saw me with like this piece of metal in my cheek right here. Kathleen, what are you doing to your face? You said I could get a new tattoo or piercing every single week if I wanted to, so I want to. I ended up not being able to get my tongue pierced because the veins under my tongue were like too close to the center, so it wouldn't have been centered. So instead I got snake bites. I got the 2 studs right here. Those hurt like a bitch, and I had to take them out at work and put in like these little clear plastic thingies, and so they kept getting like really irritated and just they never completely healed. I ended up retiring the piercings after like maybe a month because it just wasn't worth all the pain and trouble. Here's a picture of me at age 18 with all of my facial piercings. God, I thought I was cool. With my face sufficiently full of metal, it was time for more tattoos. I got this Celtic Trinity design on the back of my neck. The green design was first, and then I went in for a touch-up and got the black added to give it more embellishment. And finally, my heart tattoos. My pixelated hearts above my elbows. I was originally gonna do these just completely pixelated, but when I mentioned that to my tattoo guy, he said that he'd seen some pictures online of the pixelated and non-pixelated like blending together, and what do I think of that idea? And I thought that idea was even cooler, so that's what I wanted. That's what I went with. People always want to know what my tattoos mean, and I hate to disappoint you, but they don't really have any special meaning. I mean, I can bullshit you if that's what you really want. The star on my wrist reminds me to reach for the stars. The Celtic design on the back of my neck is to celebrate my Irish heritage. The pixelated heart tattoos illustrate the merging of my real life and my digital life. But, like, really? I just thought they were cool. I still do. Like, I don't regret getting them, and I've never considered getting them removed. I haven't gotten any more tattoos or piercings since this body modification binge I went on when I turned 18. But I'm not opposed to it. Like, I might, in the future, get more tattoos or piercings. We'll see. But yeah, those are the stories of my tattoos and piercings. Or at least the ones I'm comfortable enough to talk about on the internet. See you tomorrow!